All right, real quick on the deflation, inflation, retirement, and these resettings that we have as things go back to zero for a Big Bang session, and then out of these things we start anew. But this is where the new heaven and earth is already here, and things are kind of here, and you're in an overlap of a house being lived in, a house being built and wired up and all those things, and you're feeding off the electricity of one, and at some point you gotta flip the switch to tie in the new system, right? So this is where all these things are in here now, okay? And the level 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the clock setting for the scheduling 1 to the 3, the wild times, and all the things we've gotten into before is tied to Trump's first, second, third, fourth year on his second coming and those types of things. But the June 622, and that's 3 months before the 923, which is the 9th year of the woman clothed in the sun. But either way, this is tying in that 622 and a time frame on those years where we've seen kind of these flip-flops and whatever else. So that's where we'd be kind of shooting off, projecting into a whole new time frame or whatever, and that ties into your Xmas and June, July, and the Augustus, and all those things kind of setting up for the Augsbury Doughboy. The pedos, the pedals, the pitas, all that kind of stuff is lining up on your bicycles, tricycles, quadricycles, whatever the hell it is. And you also got your double bicycles, were the ones in the back, and whatever else. And then you have your stories where you have the 1 bear on the bicycle, then the 4 bears, 5 bears, 20 bears on one bicycle, and those types of things where it's stacked. So this is where we have the 20 bears, and could be lining up with the Zorro Ranch and the Epstein and or the YouTubers that have been a controlled projection and whatever else, as these things are like seeming in the realities and whatever else. So that's where one goes off. Like you have your Hollywood taken on one level, but then you have your Israel Hollywood, where it's set up through the people and whatever else that's feeding off of these things as it's birthing these cultures and whatever. So as you've been in this bridge system, this retirement and such, they did this, that, and the other, we can see, and we've been riding on that air, and now it's changing, and they're putting a new tire on, and it's tied to the Eclipse, and all those things on the old, and then you got a new tire that's coming, and you've already put air in it, and those types of things. So obviously you've been following along, it's gonna make more sense, but if you haven't, you're just left behind. So the point of it is you are getting new tires put on your automobile, and the automobile is tied into your Legos, it's tied into your speed, the oil, the Christ, all those kind of things, okay? That highlights the Jesus coming as the Most High, as you're being the Most High, and you take all these pills and whatever else every day, you are being taken into the most low form. And that's where you kind of gotten into this thing I've drawn out before. But this little thing that this pill is going into is this little circus tent, and the Big Bang, where everything's going into this little point, okay? And that little point, that Big Bang, all that, okay, the beast corporate system shut down, the Corona dark sunshine came in, gave you a life-altering substance, the RNA, DNA changer, whatever. Now they're talking about 23andMe. That takes you back with the King Spirit from the 77, when the King Spirit passed away in 77, and the WOW signals and all these things were coming from the space. That's going to connect you to the 23andMe on the 2000, and getting this information going to the net, and Jesus likened it to the net, and he told them how to use it and all those things. But the people haven't followed the Jesus, they followed the lie and the Satan and this image given life, and oh, it's the Illuminati, it's the devil, it's this person or that person or whatever other nonsense that y'all are believing and teaching. And while you have a form of godliness, you deny the power thereof. It's because your God's been taken from you, okay? And you, anyway, it goes on and on. But you're about to have that pill, and it's about to come right back up. You have to go swallow it and go into that circus tent, for the clown session, for that Patch Adams and going to that House Patel, and just gonna have to laugh your way out of it, because laughter is the best medicine. Okay, that medicine is where you start reflecting your own life. So, oh, I do crazy shit like that too. I do stupid shit like that. I think dumb things like that. Okay, it's creating the humbleness, but also there's a degree of where you've gone into the thing, and truth is the enemy of knowing. And too bad a lot of people know a bunch of shit today, but they don't know any truth. And that's where it tells you, you shall seek for truth and you shall not find it, because the truth is within you, but that truth has been taken out from you and you don't even know where you fucking live. Okay, they tell you that you're spinning at this 1,000 miles an hour. So it's so fucking unbelievable. It's so fucking untrue that it must be true. Just like when they sent Tesla up, and they're telling you everything. And this alien technology, the TV and the radio and the pills and the doctors where they're prodding your ass and stuffing probably a transmitter up in your ass when you turn 50 or whatever the fucking age is now. Or, oh, you turn 50, let's make you into that robot, that robot, the robot. Okay, so I'm sure that they're probably just sticking a transmitter up there, and or if you pass the test, you got this, that, or the other, or oh, well, you got pop, we got to fucking cut into you, and then they fucking put something into you, right? You can't put everybody in there or whatever, but this is where they can actually start creating their clone army, whatever. All the when you go back and dissect the big picture, the metal that we put into our body, and we are liquid metal machines, and the earth coming up, the one side of the metal and the shadows and the magnetism, all that stuff is connected to the metals, is coming up through us. And then we're also eating these petrochemicals that's tied to this, that, and the other, and we're eating these minerals tied to this, that, and the other. We're wearing these whatever that these things are coming from. They have consciousness of whatever sort, and it's coming in, and the witches are already controlling y'all, and it's through everything y'all are wearing, through your possessions. That's right, the possessions, the demons that you own that are intertwined in your life. Okay, it's not real demons, whatever the fuck they teach. The demons are the possessions in your life, and the giants of the earth control you through these demons, through this intelligence of the buy and sell. Oh, I want that, or I don't want that. And now it's already been done. It's all going into that little spectrum to where y'all are already controlled. You're already the robots. You already have this, that, and the other. Everything's already fucking set up. And now they're not even breeding. They cut their fucking nuts off. They've gone into fucking cutting whatever out of them. Okay, and then they're eating this, drinking that, or whatever. That's cutting this out of them or whatever. And now all the women look like men, and all the men look like women. And now they can eat chicken, but they can't fucking kill a chicken. And they can't even fucking kill a cockroach in their house, and all this other simple shit. Okay, and then the master's degrees can't even fucking hang a TV on the wall. I mean, we were talking about it the other day in the break room. The master's degree people are the dumbest fucking people you will fucking come across in this world. Okay, so they're smart on one level, that they can memorize whatever the fuck it is, but that's the problem. They don't think about whatever they're fucking memorizing. Okay, it's just a fucking parrot lost in a cage, and that parrot is coming, as you're all a fucking rotten petri dish with your petrochemical system or whatever, and you've been under a test, and basically the AI, the computer, the sovereignty, all these things that we're taught about America, the republic, the democracy, all these things is coming through the AI system. Okay, so it'll all be for your own good, all for your own right hand. And since this mark and the beast to buy and sell has this Washington taking you by the hand, it's just dragging you wherever the fuck it wants to go, just ripen your soul however he wants. Knock, knock, knock. Hey, did you know this was a sin? Well, did you know Sin was the moon god? So, the reason why Amen doesn't want you to have the same power class, because the moon, the Sin, comes out in the daytime. The moon, the nighttime, comes in and out of our reality. Those types of things. Its power is totally different. It's cool and wet, right? And the sun worship is dry and hot. So, kind of takes you back into that rapture for the church and stuff, where the woman just has to be open leg and submissive at all times for the man to just pump and dump anytime he wants, right? So, a book I highly suggest that y'all get. I stole this book way back in the day, 17 or 18 years old or whatever. It's a small little book, but it's very important. It's called How to Give a Woman Pleasure Every Time. I'm pretty sure that was the thing, but it talked about the G-spot a lot. Either way, men, y'all should probably read that book, because y'all are eating the wrong thing. You are eating a shit piece called the asshole, when you need to be eating the vegetables. All right, you got to get vegetables in the vegetables in your life. All right, you got to get that little pink taco session. But either way, these are the times of offense, the XXX, the 666, and those of us who have grown up in a generation or whatever, and Jesus has died for all of our sins and has washed away all my sins, so therefore I cannot sin according to your Jew law. So, your Jew law is under that Lord God, and the Jesus, the serpent, comes with eyes to see and ears to hear, and he gets the hell out of there, and they become as God. So you need to go back and read it. Okay, and it even tells you in Psalm that you're as God, and you are God, and those things, and Jesus makes you as the Son of God. And so as you're the Son of God, you're this fragmented light of the light and whatever else, and as this light comes in, filters through us and this world and all this other things, and we're all connected and blah blah blah. So either way, the retirement and the inflation, deflation, the hack attack, where they give everybody money, $250K or whatever, but you can't fucking spend it, or they take the retirement account kind of thing or whatever and pay off the national debt, and we all go back to fucking zero and whatever else. So that big fucking zero, go back into that uterus and that semination and that mothership on a whole nother spectrum and whatever else that we've gotten into. But have fun getting ass prodded by the aliens, okay? And that would be your doctors and the serpent seed. So either way, there's different levels of aliens, but the doctors, when I went to anatomy class, we went to the chiropractor school, and we saw the cadavers and all this shit cut open or whatever. Either way, there's dark lights and white lights, so-called, clean and unclean spirits within man. And this doctor community and such is kind of a dark light, as it's people who like to fucking clean up shit or cut people open and do brain surgery, all this kinds of shit, right? So it's the fucking serial killer or whatever given a fucking job. All right? So, and then all your pervert rapists and whatever else are all finger banging your wives and shit, or smashing their tits and whatever else in the doctor session. Oh, well, it's all in the name of health. Ma'am, I'm gonna have to finger bang you on the 23rd, and don't be late. We gotta make sure that pink taco has no fungicide in there. But either way, if you're offended, then you probably are a virgin, or you are of the old colonoscopal mind and colony and whatever else with the 13, the tritine, and whatever else bullshit. All right, so have fun, people. Choking it down.